We're here at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., getting ready for the solar eclipse. You can see I've got my glasses ready here, but I have a lot of questions. How do these things work, and why is the eclipse such a big deal this year? Who better to answer those questions than Marielle O'Brien? She's an astronomy educator here. So Marielle, I was just telling you that these really blocked out our bright camera light right there. So that's a sign that these are working, right?
Exactly right. Yes, if you can't see that light, then they would be good to look up at the eclipse. During the eclipse in Washington, we'll have 87% coverage. You need to have your eclipse glasses on the entire time. You want to bend them so you can put them around your eyes. You look for inside an ISO rating of 12312-2, which means they're safe to use.
And you're actually going to be giving these glasses out during the solar eclipse here at the museum, correct?
That's correct. We are giving them out at the museum, and there will be a limited amount available at the festival. At the National Mall from noon to 4, we'll be outside from 4th Street to 12th Street. We're going to have solar-safe telescopes along with people who are certified to use them. We will have projection equipment where we can project the sun, and we'll have lots of activities to help people learn about solar eclipses.
And you said that eclipses are actually pretty common, right? So why is this such a big deal for us here in DC?
So eclipses are actually common. They happen about, on average, 2.3 times per year. A total solar eclipse will happen somewhere on Earth about once every 18 months or so. However, the moon shadow is so tiny that the chances of seeing an eclipse from any one point on Earth is about once every 375 years.
What can people see? What are people going to feel when we do have the eclipse happening?
In Washington, since we're about 87%, that means about 7% of the sun will be covered by the moon. You may feel it get a little bit cooler. You may see it get a little bit darker. The sky may change color. You may feel the wind pick up a little bit, but it's going to be a beautiful event. It's something unusual. It's common to occur, but rare to see.
And are there other parts of the country that are maybe going to be getting a better view of this than us here in DC?
Yeah, for this eclipse, about 31 million people are in the path of totality. That means when the moon will completely cover the sun. That's at the point where people will be able to take their eclipse glasses off, at the point of totality, but not here in Washington.
All right, I'm about to throw a lot of numbers at you here, but if you want to see the solar eclipse in Washington, D.C., that will be happening from 2 to about 4:30 p.m. on Monday. What you're really going to want to stick around for is the maximum solar eclipse. That's happening about 3:20, and that's when about 87% of the sun will be covered by the moon. Reporting for the Washington Examiner here at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., I'm Christy Matino.